Last but not least, our main event for February 7th Arena Fighting Championships was between Oleg Koranevski and Fernando Agrmonte. Leading up to this fight, I couldn't keep anyone matched with Oleg. We went through 3 different opponents. Fernando stepped up and said he'd fight anyone to give us one of the best main events of AFC history.
Versus Fernando Agrmonte. Again, Agrmonte stepped up on about a couple of days' notice after multiple opponents backed out on Oleg. This is Oleg's first fight in roughly a year and a half. So, because of Fernando stepping up on such short notice, they decided to go ahead and let him step into a title fight here for a debut, and I can't help but think that it's well deserved. You know, it takes a lot of guts and respect to step up like that on late notice against somebody. So, should be a great fight. 2 big dudes, 2 big heavyweights, man. They should be throwing down. It'd be a great way to close the show out tonight.
Yeah, hats off to Fernando for taking this fight on such short notice.
That's John Walker right there with Brawl Call, folks.
Matthew Gaither with MMA Madhouse.
One more fight, folks. This one's probably going to bring the cage on the ground, so
yeah, I can't say we've had a boring fight tonight. Even the decisions, everyone's been action-packed.
Yeah, good fights all night.
Been really happy. They've had a great turnout here at the All Sports Arena. This is the biggest crowd I've seen for one of their fights yet.
Yep. Started to clear out a little bit here towards the end of the night, but the place was packed. You know, these local shows, the majority of the crowds are friends, family, people that are close to the fighters. So you got a lot of people here that come in and out throughout the night because they're here to see 1 or 2 specific guys. But you see a lot of fans still hanging around here. We're going on 11 o'clock here as we close in on the main event. And still a good amount of people here ready to see this fight, man. I'm telling you what, I've seen Oleg fight 2 or 3 times, and he's a dangerous guy. I just hope to see a good fight from both of these guys tonight as we close out this night here at AFC MMA.
You know, with these heavyweight bangers coming in, I couldn't imagine leaving this place right now. I understand you come out, you root for who you're going to root for, but man, I'm here for the fights.
Hey, stick around afterwards. We're going to see 3 handsome guys doing the post-fight recap show with myself, Sean Walker, and of course the always illustrious Chris Big Boy.
Big Boy's always got something to say. I'm sure he's gonna have a lot of input on these fights. You know, he's been back in the cage. He coached a lot of the guys fighting tonight, so I'll be interested to see his point of view.
If he has a voice left at this point, I think he might have gassed out the voice there on that last fight.
He's gonna have some whiskey voice for sure.
Yeah. Somehow or another, Big Boy always digs deep, and he's always got something left in the tank.
Yeah, and he's so busy. Every time I talk to him, he's got something new going on, whether he's got his Fightrepreneur house, he's worked so much with RFC, AFC, he's got his own gym over there at Tiger's World. The guy's non-stop.
Yeah, the Fightrepreneur MMA fights that we saw a couple months back in Crystal River. He's working all the time with FCF as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is sanctioned by International Combat Elite and is your main event of the evening. This bout is also brought to you by Vernon Gonzalez, Personal Injury and Criminal Law, and by Florida Wellness and Rehab, Dr. Unger and Dr. Carol Brown, the official doctors of AFC MMA. This bout is also for the vacant AFC MMA heavyweight title. Introducing first challenger number 1 in the red corner to my right. He is a heavyweight and he has an MMA record of 2 wins and only 1 loss. He trains and fights at a team death war. Ladies and gentlemen, Oleg Koranevski! His opponent, also a challenger, fighting out of the blue corner to my left. He is a heavyweight and he is making his MMA debut. He trains and fights out of Admiral Farragut. Ladies and gentlemen, Fernando! Once again, this is for the vacant AFC MMA heavyweight title. Your referee calling all the action, Dave Baggett.
And here we go. They touch gloves, good sportsmanship out the bat. Oh, drops him with a big right. Oh, they're going at it right in front of us now. Fernando's bleeding from the mouth.
Fernando wants this fight to be on the ground.
Oleg not having any part of it. Fernando bleeding pretty heavily from the mouth already.
Obviously a lot of...
Oh, Fernando gets his back. Trying to secure. Oleg's going to shake him off. Not a good move by Fernando. Oleg with full mount now.
Fernando wants this fight on the ground. He's kind of like purposely gone to the ground a couple times to get Oleg there. This could be it.
This could be it. Oh!
He let it go. Really thought he had it there. He didn't have the legs locked. That's the problem. He got the arms in place, but he didn't have the legs locked. So Fernando was able to roll over. It seemed, like I said before, it seemed like Fernando wanted this fight to go to the ground, but he really seems to, I mean, I hate to say it, but he seems to be lost. He seems to really be lost when he's down there on the ground, so.
You know, when you got a big guy like that on top of you throwing blows.
Right, yeah. Oleg seems to be kind of comfortable whether he's standing up or on the ground, though. It shows the great training that they have over at Team Darkside Defiant Warriors.
And look at that flexibility for such a big guy. That was an interesting takedown. Oh, Oleg throwing haymakers. Fernando not backing down though, he's in there trading with him.
We will go to the second round. Yeah, you're right. You know, it's easy for a guy like Fernando in this situation to be overwhelmed, to not want to engage, but he stood in the face and took shots, man. He engaged, he got in there, and he kept the fight active. I've got to give him credit for that, man. That was a good first round. Definitely.
Coming in late like that against a big bruiser like Oleg. His debut fight, hats off to Fernando.
Letting his mouthpiece just hang in his mouth, and that's why he keeps getting knocked out. Ref David Baggett did warn him to keep it in your mouth.
Unleashing on Oleg now. Yeah, no, that's one thing a lot of the fighters underestimate is a good mouthpiece, especially when you're in there with a heavyweight banger. You really got to have a quality mouth guard in there for protection.
Third time Ref David Baggett has had to put the mouthpiece back in. He's already warned him once about it. He needs to keep it in there because it's a major safety issue. He's starting to get knocked out. He's going to have to take a shot. We don't want two fighters leaving here losing teeth tonight.
Definitely not. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with Fernando.
Yeah, same here.
Now you see just by looking at it, he's wearing a really cheap mouth guard. I mean, just one of the quick boiling bites. Not even a good boiling bite. It may not have even been fitted for him.
Fourth time on the mouth guard.
And he's lost a point. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, Ref David Vega taking a point. It's the fourth time. He warned him once. It's the fourth time it's happened. It's the right call.
Yeah, I can't blame him at all. I'm guessing that mouth guard hasn't even been fitted.
Every time a punch comes from Fernando, Oleg just puts the front of his head forward. He's out cold. He's out. He's out. He's out cold. He is out. Wow. Wow.
Out.
He is out cold. Oleg, that's the hardest Oleg has worked for a win right there. I'm gonna tell you something. That guy, as a debuter, he stood in his face and he took the best Oleg had, and he kept coming. Fernando Agrmonte should have a future in the sport if he can get in somewhere and train good and keep with it, man. That was a hell of a fight for your debut against a guy as strong and decorated as Oleg, man. You cannot have but respect for this guy, but that is the Oleg people came here expecting to see. Wow.
Yes, that was really impressive, and hats off to Fernando. He showed a lot of heart in there and really was taking it to Oleg there.
You got it? Oh, he got a really good shot of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this bout, 1 minute and 51 seconds in the second round by way of knockout, and new AFC MMA heavyweight champion, Oleg Koranevski. AFC MMA heavyweight champion, Oleg Koranevski. And I think it would be an understatement to say you had a lot of support today.
Guys, I'm sorry, I was sick last week, so I couldn't give you the best support. I feel like putting my best, and I want to thank God for everything. And I want to say thank you to my coach, Daniel, my coach, Mahmoud. They're making sure that when I'm ready and stuff. And of course my teammates, that for that side, my team, I love you guys all. And of course I want to say thank you to sponsors for supporting me and my team. It's Mr. Anthony Gonzalez, Jordi Gonzalez, Kevin Manderes from Chelsea.com, and a lot of other guys. So, and of course for you my fans, my supporters, everybody for having me. Thank you very much. And again, I'm not supporting. Thank you.
You hit us with some huge punches, but you got to give it to your opponent. He really did take a lot of them and actually kept coming at you, especially for a guy with his debut match. You definitely got to give it up to him, but you know.
Definitely. Thank you to him in this fight. Very tough opponent. Thank you guys.
All right, well enjoy it, my friend. Once again, your new AFC MMA heavyweight champion. Give it up, everybody, for Oleg Koranevski.
boom, what an explosive knockout by the big man Oleg to bring home the heavyweight title for Arena Fighting Championships. Congratulations to Team Death War and Coach Danny. You guys are bringing home another belt.